everybody, Agashe here. So today I am doing a drama review. So the drama came out to I think 10 episodes already. Yeah, I think 10 or 12 already. But I finally was able to watch the first 6 episodes with a sort of clear understanding. So if I do leave anything out or if I don't make any sense, please correct me down in the comments below, because I might not even know what the hell is going on. Yeah, it's kind of confusing because apparently what I heard is last minute changes was made to this drama, so it's a little bit different from what it's supposed to be. But the drama I am talking about is called I Will Never Let You Go by Ariel Lin and Vin Zhang. Let's call him Bin. But yes. Let's get started on it. So Ariel Lin, she plays Huang Buqi, and then Bin plays Cheng Yu, or he's also known as the Lotus Hero, which is Lin Yikai. And then there's Austin Lin, who plays Dong Fangxi, and there's tons of other guest casts with it too. So those are the 3 main I'm going to focus on. So a little bit about the synopsis that I got when this drama came out. The other synopsis was these 2 couple time travel and they meet, and then apparently they still remember each other and all this stuff like that. But apparently it changed. That's where it got confusing. It changed, and the story is now about a young woman who is good at business and stuff like that, extraordinary business. And then we get a masked hero who saves her, and she ends up falling in love with him. While later on it's been revealed that this lady who is a beggar in the street is the divine maiden, a goddess to a legendary treasure, and various enemies are after her for this treasure, and then she has to run to pretty much survive and stuff like that, while this masked hero is actually a prince who wants to take the throne. From the first 3 episodes, I'm gonna go with the first 3 episodes to give you guys a little insight of what actually happened within the first 3 episodes with my understanding. So the main girl, Huang Buqi, her mother is Sufei. She was the lover of the 7th prince, but the 7th prince pretty much didn't love her, and she realized that he didn't love her because Sufei was more of a goddess to a treasure, and so pretty much people want her for that. And she finds out that the 7th prince doesn't love her, so she runs away, and then she's pregnant, and now she gives birth to a daughter, and she was going to kill her daughter, but this guy who was helping her, apparently she calls him brother, he says that don't kill her, it's a daughter, we'll raise her and everything like that. But Sufang's all do you realize that if people find her, people will fight for her, and people will do all these things, she'll be thrown around, used around by people who wants this treasure. So she's pretty much tell her brothers run away with my daughter and make sure no one ever finds her. So the brother runs away with the daughter, and then pretty much Sufang dies, and the 7th prince is okay, she must have gave birth to a daughter, look for the daughter who gives off a similar aura or look of the mother. And so we get fast forward years later, the baby grows up to be Huang Buqi, and she and her uncle are a beggar. They live through a tough life. He forbids her to, whenever she goes out to beg or into the city and stuff like that to beg, she must never show her face, because apparently she gives off the same structure and aura as her mother, so people will know that she is Sufang's daughter. So she has to be covered up so people don't see her. So we get introduced to Cheng Yu's character immediately. His father is the 7th prince, so he's also a prince too. or whatever. I don't know. They call the dad like my lord, and they call Chunyoon young master. So I'm just gonna keep calling the dad seventh prince and keep Chunyoon his name. But yeah, he hates it that his father is looking for his illegitimate daughter, and it's just been years, and his dad is still looking for this daughter. But like, I read the comments that like they are not half siblings. Apparently, like, the father is lying to people that he has an illegitimate daughter because he knows that Sufang's daughter is the divine maiden goddess who leads to this legendary treasure, and if he tells people that he's actually searching for Sufang's daughter, other people are gonna want this treasure because apparently this treasure is really well known among all these people. So in order to cover all that up, he just needs to say that he's looking for his daughter. So by bringing her in to be his daughter, like, people can't touch her, or people won't know that she's the goddess to this treasure, or the divine maiden. So we get Chunyoon and Buchi. They stumble upon each other already when he's still the young master, and they also stumble upon each other when he's also the Lotus hero, and she's like this fangirl over this hero because apparently he does good stuff like that. But like, what doesn't make sense to me is why he chose to be this Lotus hero secretly in the first place. So I kind of don't understand that. In a way, I look at it in terms of like, he doesn't like the way his dad runs things. That's the reason why he does it. So I don't know, it's just a guess. I don't fully understand some parts. So, you know, Buchin, her uncles died. First, her uncle was trying to take her to the capital, and apparently there's this pot that will identify that she is Sufang's daughter, and they're supposed to go meet someone in the capital, but in the process of going, there's these villains who came and tried to kill her or take her away, and her uncle blocked all that, and her uncle told her to run away, and so she ran away with that pottery pot dish, whatever, and like, she has to get to the capital, but you know, it is now blocked. She can't go to the capital. Her uncle is dead. She can't go. There's people waiting for her at the gate, to all these things like that. And so she pretty much tries to fake her way around, and so that people can bring her in. And she ends up running into this family, and they also know about Sufang, and they're like, Buchin gets off an aura and look like Sufang, so they are going to take her in as their daughter and use her for, you know, things their way. So it already started. People are already like knowing it's her, and they're using her already. And then we get the Mo family, which is their son Mo Rufe, and it's so hilarious because, you know, it's a woman playing the character, but the character is supposed to be a guy. But then there's questions, and then there's comments and all this stuff like that. That what if she's a girl? But you know, in the time period they live in, women cannot rule. So they turned their daughter into a son by just dressing her up like a man and changing her name, you know, so that she can be the ruler leader of their family. Because there's a part where Morufe was taking Buchin to the capital, and they get hurt and hunted, but no doctor can cure Morufe. Only his mother, the madam, can. So it makes you go, okay, and then yeah, probably they don't want people to know that she's a girl. Who knows? I guess, and comment stuff. But yeah, you know, Buchin gets mixed in a lot of things, and she ends up with Morufe, and Morufe takes her to the capital, and they try to, you know, take her to go meet Chungyu's dad and all this stuff like that. And you know, they did all these things, and the dad pretty much finds out that she is the Sufei's daughter, but he needs to fake it that she's his image daughter so that he can bring her in to live with him. So he pretty much like, said that, oh, this tube is Buchin's blood, but the truth is he put his own in there, and then he's all like, so we're gonna test it in water, put a little drop of mine, put a little drop of this, oh, they blend in, so they're, that's how they do DNA tests back and then. But yeah, it's like, all these things happen, so it's like, oh, she's my daughter, and like Chun Yoon is just frustrated with it and all these stuff like that. So I don't know, that's pretty much as far as my understanding for like the first 6 episodes. And so I've already seen previews and watching the raw episodes, and it looks like people are just after her and people are poisoning her, and so it seems like she's going to die, but it seems like they're going to fake her death. And like at the same time, Chun Yoon is falling in love with her, but he's hating it. In the back of his head, he's pretty much saying that it's because of you, that's why my mother died. Because my dad was in love with your mom and all this stuff like that. That's why my mother died. So he hates Buchin for that, but he keeps showing up as the Lotus hero to her, and she's in love. She's falling for the Lotus hero, and he's falling in. He can just be himself when he's the Lotus hero to her. And it's just complicated and all over the place, and there's supposed to be more people being introduced, and they're just fighting for her and all this stuff like that. And apparently she's supposed to die, but it's like they fake her death so that they can bring her back as someone else, and so they can take her to go find the treasure. So you pretty much get the idea that everybody is fighting for this treasure and all this stuff like that. That's pretty much like the whole point of it, but it's basically a little love story involved in it too. So I don't know, that's as much as I understand as of now, and I really do like it. And it's Ariel Lin. You can never go wrong with Ariel Lin too. And it's been a real long time since I've seen her act. I've seen her acting like way back, and now like she's back, and she's acting. And yes, I understand there is a huge age gap between her and Bin Bin. She's like 11 years older than him, but like, oh my god, it looks like she's not aged at all. Interesting, but yes, I am going to continue watching it. It says it's 51 episodes. I watched it up to 6 episodes already, and it's already like at 11 or 12 episodes, but we will continue watching it, and I will tell you guys how it turns out, because I thought it was another time traveling, and apparently it's not. So we will see how it turns out. And I really like it so far. There is some big confusion, but I'm pretty sure a lot will be explained more later on. But yes, that is it for the review, the first 6 episodes for I Will Never Let You Go. I'm sorry if I confused some of you guys, but that is pretty much what I pieced together. I kind of don't understand these other characters, and like they're kind of like not explained well. I looked it up and it does not make sense, or it is not explained well, so I'm lost on that. So I'm just right now, as of now, I'm just focusing on the 2 main characters and the whole point that everybody is basically after her, and he's kind of protecting her, and he kind of like don't like it and stuff like that. So we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, I will do another review when this drama ends, and we'll see how it turns out. And yeah, but if you have not checked it out, do check it out. I do recommend it, but you will be a little bit confused, but it's good so far. And I think it'll get your attention, it'll get you sucked into it, because it got me. But I will see you guys next time.